diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and you're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Dogs have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Stanford's offense will get the football first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found... Transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rolling right and going deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point. There is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy. And because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss or 2.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
The running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, he'll throw it. Might be looking to run. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it along the sideline. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Facing a third down is short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Fleming. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Turning it on! Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Crispin. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They'll go to the ground. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He throws one to the left. Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to...
He's going to throw deep right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
It's complete to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Turbin. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The give to the single back. Creates a little space. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches tonight.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Fleming. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Using the quick game. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He'll try the left side. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting it second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Handoff to the lone back. Got the first down, looking for more. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Stanford going back to work with another first down. The give to the tailback. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Steps away to find some room. There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Period starts with a second down play. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line.
Base bait. Flag.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
Number 17, Barnes punts it away.
Corrals it at the 45. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fakes the grab on the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in 4th down territory. It's 4th and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in 4th and short.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Kick is in the air. He takes it at the 45. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that are working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Got it in the middle. It's Bridges. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. Using his legs, it's Bridges. And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much...